All right, guys, so today a clip has been circulating around Twitter and Reddit and everywhere about Joe Biden perhaps having some sort of green-screened press gaggle out in front of the White House when he's walking out to his helicopter. And if you haven't seen the clip, here it is now. You can see Joe Biden walking up to the press. His hand appears to go right through these microphones or go in front of these microphones when it really looks like, from the camera's perspective, these microphones should be way back or way in front of Biden. Like, there's no way his hand could go in front of him, right? Well, I'm not so sure. I do have another camera angle that might shed some more light on this, so let's take a look at that now. So right here you can see both clips are totally synchronized, and then the microphones that you can see in the clip are moving the same way, like they're synchronized, which would be really difficult to do post-production. And it sort of gives you a better idea of where these microphones might actually be in relation to Joe Biden. Even though it looks like they should be way in front of him, they're actually poking up right in front of his face. Now, I have this previous picture from when Trump was president of a press gaggle that he was attending, and you can see that these boom mics are huge. They go like 5-10 feet in front of the press to get a good close-up microphone right in front of the president's face. Now, that isn't to say that I don't think that any previous video of him isn't doctored. In fact, I have 3 clips right now that I want to show you that I think are heavily edited, heavily doctored. And there's a number of reasons why they might want to do that. You know, a lot of people think maybe President Biden is already dead. And he's like in a tomb in the White House, right? And they have to pretend he's president. They're basically just photoshopping new material like they would in North Korea. I don't think that's what's happening. I think that they try to make up for errors, right? So let's take a look at these previous clips I have and see if you can spot the subtleties of why they might be doctored images. Here's the first one.
With empty holes in their hearts, all those who reach over at night, implicit, just by instinct, to say goodnight to their husband or wife, they deserve so much better. These guys are not very polite, but they're like Trump.
Okay, did you catch it? This one's kind of subtle, but it's actually pretty obvious once you point it out. Look at his eyes. Look at this crowd. Okay, so those are big, giant aviator glasses. They should be reflecting everything in front of them like a mirror, which means you should be able to see this crowd jumping up and down and cheering for him. But you don't. Why? Because sleepy Joe Biden fell asleep up there, and they photoshopped these old glasses right on his face. That way they wouldn't know, nobody would know he was asleep. Pretty clever, right? Not clever enough. All right, let's take a look at the next clip. This one's going to be pretty subtle, so see if you can spot the problem.
It's going to be the first of many engagements we're going to have in here. And I thought with the state of the nation today, there's no time to waste, get to work immediately.
All right, did you see it? I'll give you a clue. It's right in this area here. Got it? 2 phones. Nobody needs 2 phones. Not a king, certainly not a president, nobody. You know why? Because he got one mouth. And secondly, even if there were 2 phones there, his eagle is right in front of where you would need to pick up and dial the phone. So it's completely inoperable. All right, let's go on to the last clip, and it has a number of small, nuanced issues with it. And if you spot any of them, write them down in the comments, especially if I don't mention them. I certainly want to know if I'm missing any of these.
Champ's an old one.
Which one's the old one, President?
Well, he's almost 14 years old. I had him here when he took his vice president. He was wandering through the territory here, but he was bounding through, like this guy.
Okay, so did you see it? There's a number of problems here. Number 1, how many dogs does Joe Biden have? He has 2. How many do you see in the video? 1. They forgot to add in the other dog. Second problem, he's standing there holding some sort of drink in a cup, but he's also got a mask on. So what is he doing? He's sucking it through his mask? I don't think so. And then the last problem is, watch the eagle come in, okay? And when the press disappears, Joe Biden points at the eagle, but he's not really pointing at the eagle. It's like 5 or 6 inches down from where the eagle would be, which is just really sloppy post-production work by whoever's putting these clips together, because you would move that eagle like 6 inches down and no one would notice. All right, so if I missed any clues in these clips that make them obvious that they're doctored up, let me know down in the comments, because I can't be totally sure. Because the algorithm, let's be honest, if you write a comment, even if it's just "f you," that still helps my video. Even if you thumbs down my video, it helps. That's how it works, okay? YouTube just wants you to interact with my video. Anyway, so if you like this video, thumbs up. If you hated it, thumbs down. And as always, please subscribe.